Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is going to be running for president within the Democratic Party, seeking that Democratic nomination. If Biden officially announces, he'll be challenging Biden, as is Marianne Williamson. And Robert F. Kennedy Jr. got much more prominent, or at least within the political discussion, more often during COVID, during the heat of kind of that era, his wild anti-vax views. And, you know, he used to be a best-selling author and environmental lawyer working on clean water issues. And then 15 years ago, just obsessed with the anti-vax stuff, conspiracy theories, all of that, which drove him to say something rather horrifying that we'll get to in a comparison he made when it came to vaccine-related things and Nazi Germany. We'll get to that. You've likely seen it before, just to kind of contextualize his recent moments of prominence, I guess I would say it. And so, unfortunate. But getting to this first from CBS News, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is running for president, and he's going to make the formal announcement in Boston. Kennedy's campaign team said Thursday he will officially declare his candidacy at an event Wednesday, April 19th, at the Boston Park Plaza Hotel. Kennedy, a Democrat, is 69 years old. He's the oldest son of Senator Robert F. Kennedy, who was assassinated while campaigning for president in 1968. He's also a nephew of President John F. Kennedy and the late Senator Ted Kennedy, who ran for president in 1980. Kennedy filed a statement of candidacy Wednesday with the Federal Election Commission. And then also, here's this being reported on CBS Boston.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is running for president. The former environmental lawyer submitted his paperwork with the Federal Election Commission yesterday. Kennedy is an outspoken anti-vaccine activist known for spreading the debunked theory that vaccines cause autism. The son of late Senator Robert F. Kennedy is the second Democrat to join the 2024 race. Self-help author Marianne Williamson announced in March. President Biden is also expected to announce a bid for re-election.
And now we'll get to the moment I was referencing where he talks about in Hitler's Germany, people had some options for freeing themselves, but now all of the options are being taken away. And he references Anne Frank specifically, just completely detached from reality, as you'll see. And we'll discuss further after this.
Even in Hitler's Germany, you could cross the Alps into Switzerland. You can hide in an attic like Anne Frank did. I visited in 1962 East Germany with my father and met people who had climbed the wall and escaped. So it was possible. Many died doing it, but it was possible. Today, the mechanisms are being put in place that will make it so none of us can run and none of us can hide. Within 5 years, we're going to see 415,000 low-orbit satellites. Bill Gates says his 65,000 satellites alone will be able to look at every square inch of the planet 24 hours a day. They're putting in 5G to harvest our data and control our behavior. Digital currency that will allow them to punish us from a distance and cut off our food supply. Vaccine passports.
And afterwards, if I'm not mistaken, he had to come out and he apologized or try to clarify, but that just very much highlights a lens in which you're looking at the world that is deeply, deeply flawed. To say that we're going to have less options for escaping the persecution than those in Nazi Germany had, and Frank, just completely wrong. And like I said, reflects a way of looking at the world, the way that he's bought into these conspiracy theories that causes him to just completely be incapable of accurately analyzing these realities and these conversations. So the longest of shots candidacy, obviously he's not going to be able to defeat Biden if Biden announces, unless the world just completely got turned on his head. But it is notable, and it will be fascinating to observe how he tries to win over Democratic voters with this pass, and just with not a whole lot in recent memory of things to run on, and a message that people will buy into. At least that's my read of the situation. Pretty wild. Let me know what you think. Luke P. Beasley on Twitter.